Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. To live greatly, we must develop the capacity to face trouble with courage, disappointment with cheerfulness, and triumph with humility. When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world. It is evident as a matter of logic that, since they disagree, not more than one of them can be true. I am afraid, not of life, or death, or nothingness, but of wasting it as if I had never been. The truth may be out there, but the lies are inside your head. Ruin is a gift. Ruin is the road to transformation. For it is our scars that show us where we've been. Let them not dictate where we are going. It is important that when we make a resolution or establish a goal, that we take the action necessary to accomplish that goal. A lot of the conflict you have in your life exists simply because you're not living in alignment. You're not being true to yourself. There is strange comfort in knowing that no matter what happens today, the sun will rise again tomorrow. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. You can't dwell on what might have been done, and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. You can't go back and make a new start, but you can start right now and make a brand new ending. Wisdom is knowing I am nothing. Love is knowing I am everything. In between the two my life moves. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, enthusiastically act upon will come to pass. Hello, read and buy this book is always ready to contribute a great impact in your life. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. If time is precious, no book that will not improve by repeated readings deserves to be read at all. There is no such thing as magic, supernatural, miracle, only something that's still beyond logic of the observer. I will no longer mutilate and destroy myself in order to find a secret behind the ruins. When you are like the tree, there is oneness with the earth, sun, and moon, but still steadfast in your purpose. Each time we don't say what we want to say, we're dying. The thing about lying to your parents is, you have to do it to protect them. It's for their own good. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. Life is essentially an endless series of problems. The solution to one problem is merely the creation of another. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. The universe is not required to be in perfect harmony with human ambition. It means you're perfect just the way you are. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. The timing of your struggle depends on how resistant you are to your molding. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Be faithful to that which exists within yourself. Read books. Care about things. Get excited. Try not to be too down on yourself. Enjoy the ever-present game of knowing. A room without books is like a body without a soul. Every problem is an opportunity for a solution. More at qpe.co.in. Sand lines my soul, which is filled with the breath of the ocean. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. I want words at my funeral, but I guess that means you need life in your life. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. What saves a man is to take a step, then another step. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. If there never was a night or day and memories could fade away, then we'd be nothing left but the dreams we made. When the pain of staying is greater than the pain of leaving, you know it's time to make a change. every person must choose how much truth he can stand. Keep your friends close, your enemies even closer. Your past doesn't determine your future. What matters is what you're going to do with those past experiences to start moving forward. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. The deepest wounds aren't the ones we get from other people hurting us. They are the wounds we give ourselves when we hurt other people. The cost of oblivious daydreaming was always this moment of return, the realignment with what had been before and now seemed a little worse. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. Beware of speaking too much, for it increases mistakes and engenders boredom. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time. A man of talent tries to use it. See yourself as you really are, accept the good and the bad. Only then can you truly share yourself with another. If you are not the hero of your own story, then you're missing the whole point of your humanity. Like a missing tooth, sometimes an absence is more noticeable than a presence. Don't panic. It's normal to get lost every once in a while. Caught up in a whirlwind, sometimes winds too get lost. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. To succeed, you must reach for the stars and let your imagination find its own path. People are almost always better than their neighbors think they are. Search of truth is actually a search of strength to handle the truth. The worst thing you can do if you miss or need someone is let them know it. The seeker embarks on a journey to find what he wants and discovers, along the way, what he needs. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Lies do not lie, truth do, and the times of any act lies lie hidden behind. When seeing the simple truth means recognizing that we're in sin, we would rather see things as being complicated. Whoever cannot seek the unforeseen sees nothing, for the known way is an impasse. Thought is so cunning, so clever, that it distorts everything for its own convenience. Beauty is not who you are on the outside. It is the wisdom and time you gave away to save another struggling soul like you. Everything you do is triggered by an emotion of either desire or fear. You'll never reach perfection because there's always room for improvement. Yet get along the way to perfection, you'll learn to get better. The cost of a thing is the amount of what I will call life which is required to be exchanged for it, immediately or in the long run. The language of friendship is not words, but meanings. People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile. For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Books have a way of finding their way into our lives, usually right when we need them the most. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Real courage is when you know you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway and see it through no matter what. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. Good people are good because they've come to wisdom through failure. We get very little wisdom from success, you know. Surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Everything you'll ever need to know is within you. The secrets of the universe are imprinted on the cells of your body. If you feel obsessed to prove something to the world, then you'd need world attention to be able to prove it. Don't ever trust men with good intentions. They'll always disappoint you. Leo. Untuck seswada yang paling quing inkan malebahai apa pun. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. If you want to be successful, you must respect one rule: never to lie to yourself. Being realistic is the quickest path to mediocrity. Wildflower, pick up your pretty little head. It will get easier. Your dreams are not dead. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. In my opinion, our healthcare system has failed when a doctor fails to treat an illness that is treatable. Life can either be a misery or a miracle. It is up to us to appreciate the enchantment in our lives or hide behind the curtain of gloom. Sometimes you weren't supposed to share pain. Sometimes it was best just to deal with it alone. Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction.